An East Greenwich mother begins her long road to recovery after falling into a roaring fire pit while on a camping trip. NBC 10's Erin Coogan joins us live in the studio tonight with her story and how the community is rallying behind her. Erin.
Yeah, well, Sam, today marks 1 week since Meg Zimmer was rushed to a New Hampshire hospital with severe burns after falling backwards into that fire pit. She's since been relocated to a specialty burn unit in Massachusetts, still hospitalized tonight and separated from her 2 young children. Family, friends, and total strangers have ensured she's not fighting this fight alone.
I just recall being in the car, screaming, crying, just probably the worst pain of my entire life.
As a lifelong outdoors woman, Meg Zimmer says she's taken hundreds of weekend trips out of town, escaping into nature with family and friends as often as her busy schedule allows.
If it's not once a month, we're not doing it right.
But it was this last weekend during a short trip to New Hampshire with her partner that she says one misstep would change life as she knew it.
Backed up from the picnic table and found myself sitting in a fire pit. Did not stop, drop, and roll like you're learned and you're taught to do. You know, we threw water on it.
Suffering both 2nd and 3rd degree burns, she was rushed from their remote campsite to the nearest hospital. Infection delayed doctors from being able to perform a necessary skin graft surgery until days later. Speaking to NBC 10 tonight, 1 week after the accident, Zimmer says while the physical pain is still immense, it's the emotional toll of being separated from her 2 children back in East Greenwich and the financial pressure brought on by her prolonged stay at the hospital that have really started to sink in.
See the kids, hug the kids, you know, cook for the kids, you know, be there for the kids. Their last days of school are coming up and I'm going to miss them. You know, you kind of just have to swallow it down and there's nothing you can do about it.
But she's not alone in her road to recovery.
The second question everybody asks when they hear about Meg's accident is, first one is obviously, how is she doing? The second one is, what can I do to help?
Friends and co-workers at the East Greenwich-based Crafted Hope Brewery started a GoFundMe for Zimmer that has already amassed more than $13,000 to offset medical expenses and lost income from being out of work.
She works here at Crafted Hope, and she's a substitute teacher as well. So summer is a challenging time, especially to be out of work.
Crafted Hope Brewery also plans to release a specialty Meg-inspired beer next week, with a portion of the proceeds being donated to her and her family. Now, Meg is expected to be released from the hospital and reunited with her kids this Wednesday. A link to her GoFundMe page can be found on our website, turnto10.com. Reporting in studio, Erin Coogan, NBC 10 News.